Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Casey Halpern, and I am thrilled to be back with you all. Welcome to today's live show, and I'm thrilled to be joined by my friend and colleague, Ryan Bornman. Ryan, how we doing? Apologies for the late start.
No, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, just lovely. I'm actually a little cold in my apartment. That's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. But we've got a packed show today. We will dive into the first leg of the PGA Tour FedEx Cup playoffs. We've got a bit of a hump day MLB slate. I've got an absolute lock for the people at home. So I'm going to sit on that for a bit more. And maybe we'll look at the NFL awards markets for a bit. And we'll go from there. But how's your week so far?
Good. I'm a little chilly in my apartment too, actually. So I'm pretty much always wear long sleeves just to keep myself warm.
So it seems like fall is in the air, huh?
I think next week's going to be hot again, dude.
All right. Well, I'm good. I'm not ready to say goodbye to summer yet.
Yeah, I think we got a heat wave again.
It's all right. We could the weather has been very nice the past couple of days, so hopefully we could keep that going. But the golf regular season is done. So for the folks that are watching at home, it's quote unquote playoff time. So playoffs? You kidding me? The first leg of the FedEx Cup playoff takes us to Memphis, Tennessee. We're 69 players. Nice. Rory backed out. We'll battle it out at TPC Southwind. So it's a smaller field this week. It's the best of the best. You had to obviously earn your way into the playoffs by being top 70 in FedEx Cup points. So you basically have to perform relatively well across the entire PGA Tour season. Ryan, are you familiar with this course at all?
Nope, don't know a thing. Usually I come on here and you're the one who informs me on what we need to play good here and what it all looks like. So, and what Xbox taught you.
Well, the sad thing is that I didn't get to play Xbox this week because I've been so busy. So I didn't really get to experience the course firsthand. But I did do a lot of due diligence on it. A little bit about TPC Southwind. It's a par 70, just like last week, and it's a classic Southern course. There's plenty of water, there's Bermuda greens, and it's obviously prone to the changing weather in the south. So we'll see if some rain and wind are a factor this week, and it's supposed to be brutally hot down there. Shockingly, it's going to be like 95 degrees and just scorching. I'm sure humidity will play a factor. The greens are going to be absolutely humming. They're going to get baked out. But this course rewards bombers, but it's really suited for fairway finders, right? The fairways are narrow, and when you combine below average fairway size and greens and regulation, it will be a tough test, rewarding basically the best tee to green players. The greens are pretty small. It's a true tee to green challenge. So driving accuracy, especially those who are able to avoid water hazards and rough, will certainly matter. And of course, we touched on this a little last week, but putting on Bermuda greens is challenging. It's a hallmark of Florida golf, and especially when you're stuck with some greenside chips on those greens, it's going to be difficult. We even heard it's going to be hot in Memphis. It's going to be scorching. And it's not going to be due to the weather, but due to our excellent picks that we'll provide with you shortly. I'm confident this week. I like our chances. We've been.
We were close last week. I think Aaron Rye, he was 2 strokes off the first round leader last week. I was excited for a minute there, and then someone went 9 under. So he missed the putt. He missed the putt to put himself 8 under on 18. So I was a little bit worried that was going to come back to haunt me. But I forgot who it was. Dahman was shot, or someone shot 9 under. 9 under, so it ended up not mattering. So I felt a little bit better about that one, honestly.
Jolie Damon went 9 under.
Sorry, not Dahman.
As soon as he fired his caddy and longtime best friend Gino, he's turned into like 2000 Tiger. He got good at golf again. But I guess that teaches you another lesson to not mix pleasure with business with friends.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jolie Damon. You absolutely screwed us, but. We'll hope to see one through the hoop this week. But back to the course. Look, I tried to find the video of me putting on Bermuda greens to just give the viewers at home some real good visuals. I wasn't able to do that. But I think the key stat we want to look at this week are strokes gained approach and strokes gained tee to green. I know it sounds simple, but the reality is we want guys who hit fairways and greens. We're looking for greens and regulations, folks. That's what we want. Opportunities for birdies. We want to make par. We just don't want to make bogey. And recent winners here are Hideki Matsuyama, Lucas Glover, Will Zalatoris, Abe Ancer. If anyone remembers him, he is now on Live and completely unknown. Dustin Johnson, Danny Berger. And the thing that they all have in common, Ryan, is they are all flushers of the golf ball. All of them were ranked top 25 in strokes gained approach. And all of them, except Abe Ancer, were actually ranked top 15 in strokes gained approach. So we want ball flushers. That's what we're going to be looking for this week.
Cool. All right, let's get into it then.
All right, we're going to dive in. Give me a second to just bring up the screen here. I'm a little delayed as we were on a very important call before this and exciting as well. So just give me a second. We're looking for flushers of the golf ball.
Yeah, I'll give you like a rundown too, a little bit of the promos that I am seeing right now that we could either go over on here if we have some options, but if not, we'll have that in the Discord community. We'll be chattering about that and finding some match bets for you guys for this. DraftKings has a top 20 3-leg parlay again. So I know we ran that last week, and that's just one. It's a fun one, tough to match bet on, but one that we can look into again on this stream. They also have a up to 50% mystery boost for any bet. Usually they run this every single day, so there should be an opportunity today, tomorrow. They usually run it each round. So hopefully that's the case. It's not just one, but usually they run it every single round. So see what you get. Seems like an anomaly I've gotten 50% like literally one time in my existence. So if you get 50%, you consider yourself very lucky. But I usually end up with the 18 or 25% token, but still opportunity there.
Okay. So some ops here. Don't tell me my mouse is breaking down on me. I got to zoom in a bit.
No, you're good.
This is
let's see what we got.
All right. So we want flushers of the golf ball, as we said. Let's quickly just bring up the odds for this week on just FanDuel. We're not going to sort by EV first. I just want to take a look.
Scotty's a heavy favorite, right?
Yeah, Scotty. Look, well, he's the best ball flusher in the world, so maybe he's also the best golfer in the world. But this is a perfect course for him. I'm a little concerned. That's why I don't know if I want to get so crazy on the card. I think there's just a real possibility this is like the Open and he just runs away with it. But as you can see, Scotty's the prevailing favorite at every book, almost 3-1 at most shops. You get some plus 280. You could find plus 318 at Pinnacle. Then you got Xander. Again, Rory has decided to not play in this event. He would have either been slotted between Scotty and Xander. We'll touch on Xander a bit more. Then you got Ludwig, Fitz, Tommy Fleetwood, Thomas, Henley, Morikawa, Hovland, Aaron Rai. It's a stacked field. It basically feels like a major, just minus the live guys. Admittedly, I have placed one bet so far this week.
I got none. What do you got so far?
I took it yesterday, and this is just a pure passion bet that I took with my buddies. We took JJ Spawn at 65-1 on Profit X.
Yeah, I was going to say the exchange's Profit X right now has Scotty at plus 340. No Vig's got him at plus 325. Let's see what Sports Trade has too. So if you're looking at Scotty, one of these exchanges might be a good spot for you.
Let me make something abundantly clear. If you are betting on golf or just betting in general, and you have not signed up for Profit X, Novig, or Sport Trade, you are doing yourself a complete disservice because the odds on these shops are just going to be significantly better than at pretty much every sports book, especially when it comes to golf outright. And it's just awesome that you could trade yes and no on these guys. So if you don't like someone to win, you could bet on them to also not win. Mm-hmm. Sure, you're going to have to lay a good amount, but just a professional tip to sign up for these exchanges and sports and sweepstakes. Spawn, there's still some good liquidity available at 65 to 1. The reason we took JJ Spawn is he is a absolute flusher of the golf ball, as we discussed. He ranks 8th in strokes gained approach. He was actually leading here in 2022 going into Sunday. He absolutely folded like a cheap suit and shot a 78 on that Sunday, and Will Zalatoris ended up winning. Hope his back is feeling better. But Spawn, he could hit it far. He's got a terrific approach game, ranks 14th in tee to green, strokes gained, 8th in strokes gained approach. So kind of like him this week. He's obviously had a pretty big year, losing in a playoff to Rory at the Players, and TPC Sawgrass does have some similarities with this course. He obviously won the U.S. Open on that incredible putt. His skill set and history are what the firm deemed as a good fit for this week. So we fired on at 65 to 1. Will he win? Unlikely, but look, I like the course fit for him here. What are your thoughts off the bat?
I'm thinking about I might. Can you scroll down to him and see what we're looking at? You got him 65 to 1. What are we looking at now?
So Data Golf actually likes it, has him a little over 65 to 1. So it seems like I got a bad number. Not a bad number, but across the board, Spawn he's 50 to 1 at close to every sports book. Yeah, he's 50 to 1 at every sports book except DraftKings, where he's 45 to 1. Every legal sports book. Let me clarify that. So.
Yeah, I might end up popping in with you for fun on I have a boost on Bally, and he is also, it's on an outright winner, and I don't want to take Scotty, and he is 50 to 1. I could boost it to 62.5 to 1, so I'll get close to the number that you had.
Okay. You could join the community, and hopefully the firm sees one go through the hoop. But in terms of other outrights, I don't want to build a massive card here because I think Scotty might just run away with it. I in good faith can't back Corey Connors again. I've done it way too much.
Another guy.
The guy cannot putt for shit. He flushes the golf ball, but he literally might be a worse putter than I am. Russell Henley does intrigue me. He hits it as straight as an arrow. He is very good. Obviously won this year. He's had a very good year. So it could be a guy we look at. Ranks 14th in strokes gained approach. Tee to green, he ranks 8th. So kind of the inverse of Spawn, basically, where I think Spawn was 8 and 14 in approach and tee to green, and Henley is just the inverse. He's 14 and 8. I could get around Henley, actually.
Casey, does Data Golf give any information? I'm now just looking at the market, the winner without Scotty Scheffler. Does Data Golf give odds on that, or is that something we got to look up manually potentially? It might be a play to look at him. I mean, he's plus 2,500. I'm seeing right there to win with Scotty in the field, and without Scotty, he's plus 2,200 on DraftKings. So might be something to look at there.
What is he? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the first round leader here. I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, so if you scroll down without Scotty, gotta go down to.
He's 22 to 1 on FanDuel.
On DraftKings, yeah. So if you look at the winner without, what do we got?
He's also 22 to 1 here.
Yeah, 22 to 1.
This is interesting, actually.
Yeah, you can take out some of these top dogs, and it gets a little bit more interesting. It might make you expand your card a bit when we don't account for Scotty in this situation.
Like I would like to do this. I don't know the fair number here. Like I would imagine we would have to do some manually grinding, but off the top of my head, it kind of looks decent. Like you are taking out Scotty, you are taking out Schauffele, who I also do like, but I can't take him at like 12 to 14 to 1 to win.
Yeah, in that situation, it's Fitzpatrick. I mean, DraftKings has Aberg, Fitzpatrick, and Henley in all the same odds without Scott.
What are the odds that different or no?
They don't have the market without those.
Without those.
Yeah, they only have winner without Scotty. That's all you can look at.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, winner without, go over one. You see right there?
Yeah.
So they've only got winner without Scotty Scheffler showing right now too, and it's the same pricing as what FanDuel has. Just might make things a little bit more interesting if you take Scotty out of the equation. Just need to get the second place finisher then.
I like this. Okay, I could get around on this. I could take Henley without JT, Scotty, Tommy, and Xander. 20-1, I don't mind.
Yeah, let me see what I can get in over there. I like that too.
By the way, I looked at this on Monday when it came out. Do you know what Aaron Rye's opening odds on FanDuel were?
Oh God, I don't know.
So Data Golf really liked them. As you can see, exactly. Aaron Rye is the Data Golf darling. Aaron Rye was priced at $29.44 according to Data Golf's models. He opened the week on FanDuel and DraftKings at 60-1.
Oh, geez.
So obviously, once everyone opened this, they flocked to him, and now his odds have absolutely plummeted to 30-1. But
jeez,
60-1 would have been a nice number. Too bad we didn't get it. But I also don't think he's going to win. Although he does hit it straight, so flush the golf ball. Is that a train?
What?
Is that a train in the background?
Oh, could you hear that?
I could.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I live now next to a train station. We have the light rail that runs in front of us. That's a little bit smaller one. And then we have NJ Transit that also comes by, and that's what you just heard. The light rail is like pretty quiet, but NJ Transit, they every once in a while they have a larger horn. But yeah, the track literally outside my window, you can see the track. It runs right down the side of my building.
Okay. That's some train knowledge for all of you watching.
Not the first time I lived next to a train station. I did the same in Tennessee. I was right at the corner, and I was at a stop, and it would stop at 3 a.m. and it would blast the horn. It was wonderful. So I'm used to the noise at this point.
It's very shady. You lived in Tennessee. The folks at home have no idea.
Yeah, so I know what the Tennessee heat's like in the middle of August, like they're going to be dealing with down there.
Wow, I gotta just stop the program right now and share this quickly. Hold on. This is we're witnessing history, folks. It seems that President Donald Trump has shared a walk-off winning putt video with the caption 36 club championships. I mean, this guy just wins them all. His putting stroke is absolutely insane. If you've never seen it. He's just like, oh, let's go. Oh, and he walks it off. Donnie, the champion again. How many tries do you think that took him?
I have no idea.
How many mulligans?
It was a nice putt, though.
Yeah, it was a nice putt. Probably a good read by the caddy, but also probably took him 5 chances. Probably took 5 mulligans.
That could be the case.
Those greens are a little fast. Looks like a great course, though. I would love to play there wherever he is. Okay, back to the golf, the actual golf that we need to win money on. All right, outrights. So you're gonna join me on JJ Spawn. I highly recommend everyone at home does not do that.
I joined you.
It's probably a losing endeavor, as every golf bet is of mine lately. I like Xander again, but his odds stink. If you could get 18-1, that's not terrible, I guess. Maybe see if you could get a boost somewhere, shop around a bit. But again, I'm not going to go too crazy in the outrights. So I've got Spawn, and I'm going to take Russell Henley as soon as we get off here without the big guns, Scotty, Xander, Tommy, and JT.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of you guys might have a boost on Caesars. Usually I get a golf boost for the show, but I unfortunately don't have one this week. So I'm not sure if they're just not doing that or what the deal is. But yeah.
All right. So outright, you like anyone else, or you're just gonna ride Spawn?
I'm just gonna ride Spawn. What I might try to do is just for the crowd. BetMGM does a second chance bet if your winner comes in. If you bet on someone in golf to win and they come in second place, I might put a little wager out there on Scotty for that. They got plus 300, and then I might hedge it out some on the exchange, so that way if Scotty wins or comes in second, I get paid out. And if he doesn't, then I just lose a little bit of cash there. But I'm looking for someone who's good odds that you could potentially use this promo for, and it's seemingly Scotty's the best option. So if you could get down, whatever wager you're comfortable with on Scotty, and then hedge out a good bit on one of the exchanges, you might lose a little bit here. But Scotty is a heavy favorite going into the match, so that's one of these spots where it feels like it's Scotty or Scotty comes in second. I'd like to use that second chance bet there because it's kind of less of a crapshoot in my opinion than when you're just betting everyone's plus 1,600 or higher. You have no clue. So I'm looking at potentially doing that and just getting some action on Scotty.
That's a good shout. I won't be joining you, but that is a smart, sound, savvy play. I can't do it again. But look,
you never can.
Cam Young won last week, so maybe it's Tommy Fleetwood's time. Cam Young was the 1,000th PGA Tour winner. Maybe Tommy's going to be 1,001. I don't know. I'm going to mull this over all day, and I probably will end up taking this jackass to win the tournament because I can't quit him. He has good history at the course, and look, his strokes gained approach. He ranks, I think, ninth, and he's tee to green fourth. Look, he's the ideal course fit for TPC Southwind, but this guy has burned me way too many times.
Someone needs to win, so to help you out and make you feel like you're not getting burned by all these
guys.
Well,
it's Tommy Fleetwood. It's different than me just being on an epic cold streak, right? I still haven't won since the Masters. Whereas every time I've bet on Tommy Fleetwood, and I've done it for almost 5+ years, you just don't win. And he comes so close. He came in third here 2 years ago. Did he not qualify this year in 2022? Why didn't Tommy play in this? I forget. But he came in T46 2021. T4 in 2019, 2020 T35, but that was obviously COVID, a weird year. He likes the course, so you can see he's got a couple top fives here. Came in 22nd last year. I mean, look, man, Tommy's had a good year. He could really close it off strong with a big win and what would be his first PGA Tour win. I think it would be a cool story. It's the playoffs. No better time than the present than to do it. I will circle back to Mr. Fleetwood later, but right now, just taking Henley Spawn. Let's go to the FRL markets. I'm not going to get too crazy here. I don't want to lose more money. Also, the numbers don't love much this week. Ooh, Bet365 if you got one of those. Tom Hoagie's a good look for some pizza money. Throw $10 on him, FRL on plus 150. Under 50 to 1. FRL's Fitzpatrick and Russell Henley and Hideki Matsuyama are the only plus EV plays on the board, and they are so ever slightly EV.
I need one first round leader. It's only right. So I think I'm gonna. I just took Henley without the rest of them. I think I'm gonna do the same thing and take Henley here.
Okay, I have one other thing to show you before. BetSperts Golf, which is a great follow, and Ron Kloss, I hope I'm saying his name right, is a terrific follow when it comes to PGA Tour betting and just stats. Highly recommend you follow both. Strokes gained sweating in Memphis. As the only place you will find performance per round data and specific temps, here are the rabbit holes, best and worst golfers in the FedEx St. Jude's field and rounds played in 86+ degrees since 2021. Hank Harry Hall, who is a fan favorite of my friends and I, thrives in these conditions. It is going to be a balmy 95 degrees tomorrow in Memphis. So, look, I saw this and cracked up because this is just pretty probably pretty meaningless from an absolute stat perspective. But me and my friends have we like Harry Hall. We call him Hank for whatever reason. So I'll take Hank Hall at, let's see here.
Yeah, he's plus 5,000 first round leader.
All right, give me Hank Hall at 50-1 and Henley. I'll take those both.
All right, well, I'll get on both of them with you.
So Hank Hall, Russell Henley, first round leader. We'll take Spawn outright, and that's, I think, it for the golf.
No, let's go to one more thing, Casey. Let's just take a peek at the top 20 market here. Look
What's
at DraftKings.
Okay.
Okay.
How many legs? What's the boost?
It is 3 legs, I believe, for top 20.
Okay, let's build it as we go along. Okay, 3 legs, top 20. So again, there's not a lot of value left on the board, but Aaron Rai, Ryan Gerard, Fitzpatrick, Matsuyama are and the postman, JT Poston, is the 5 best options probably.
All right, let's see top finish.
So I think Aaron Rai, right?
Yeah.
Matsuyama. So you need 4 guys?
Yeah, you need 3 guys. 3 guys.
3. Sorry.
Aaron Rai.
Ryan Gerard's got some good value. He's got some good juice, not value.
I've got a little. I don't want to say I want to play it safer, but I've got a little bit of a higher max here. So I'd like to probably go on. Who's the other one? Who's the last guy we were just looking at? Matsuyama,
Poston, and Corey Connors, and Fitzpatrick.
I might go with Fitzpatrick here.
Fitzpatrick's been great recently. Where is he? He's up here. So what's your max?
I have my max is 100.
Okay, and what's your boost?
20%. You should have the same. It gets me up to 937.
No, I do have the same, but my max is $10 because I'm in New York City in the promo.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You're getting around almost 10-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
987, 937, 9.5 to 1.
So 100 to win, 937 for Rai, Matsuyama, Fitzpatrick, top 20. Let's just look at their recent form on all of them. Aaron Rai, T5 last week. Also screwed us out of first round leader. Well, he didn't really screw us. Jolie Damon just went berserk. Fitz has 3 straight top 20s. Matsuyama's 3 straight top 20s. Interestingly enough, Matsuyama won the first event of the year and has not come in top 10 since. I found that interesting when I was looking at that stuff this week.
Maybe he's due.
Maybe. He wins
due for a top 10 finish.
And Fitz has been on fire. He's got 5 straight top 20 finishes. So he's looking to make it 6 this weekend. He's been playing good golf. So I like that.
Knock that in.
I like that bet. I will join you on my $10 max and hopefully win a measly $93 myself.
Hey, you'll take that.
I'll take anything at this point. I need to just get a winner. Okay. But moving on.
Yeah, that's just one last note here too. Like I mentioned, the mystery boosts that we have on DraftKings. By all means, any of our match betting viewers in the audience, hop into the Discord. I'll find a match for you guys to get some profit out of that boost, no matter what you have. So, not going to do it live now, but I'll have some information on there in the community.
Great shout, thank you. Let's head to the baseball diamond, where I've been faring a lot better. I believe I'm 5-1 in my picks in the last 2 streams. Can you confirm that?
I believe you are as well. I can't confirm off the top of my head, but I believe so.
Well, we'll have someone take a look later. But
I have to get you on BetStamp tracking your record.
We do. I don't love today's slate as much as I have. I do have an absolute lock for the folks at home, as I teased earlier. The one play I am definitely locking in is the Cincinnati Reds. I think the best odds right now are, I'm just quickly looking, are plus 123 on ProfitX. So give me the Reds at plus 123. Cincy is looking to complete the sweep in Chi-Town, and they've got their big hoss on the mound, all-star Andrew Abbott. The Cubbies have been struggling at the dish for a few weeks now. They've honestly been playing some pretty crappy baseball and are falling in the standings by the day. And the Reds are shadily creeping into that last wild card spot. They are now 3 games back of it, so could pick up some more ground with a win.
I've got a crazy one, and this is not crazy. It's a regular one, but just with the performance recently, I'm going to take the Yankees to end their skid. I know. We have to get into it.
That is just absolutely silly. And so you're taking the Yankees with Carlos Rodon on the mound to end their 5-game losing skid.
I am.
That's
Carlos Rodon against Jack Leiter, New Jersey native. My little brother played against him in high school. That's his fun claim to fame.
Anthony Volpe's high school teammate.
Yes. Bell Bar in high school.
So I teased the lock at the beginning of the show. It's the Rangers for me. The Yankees absolutely stink. They're
terrible.
They are run by a circus clown who consistently makes the same decision, expecting different results. It's quite baffling.
No, they're terrible. I was positive for so long, even after all my friends were shut it down, and there's nothing I can say anymore. The state of the team is embarrassing.
I told you and everyone listening 2 weeks ago that I said no matter what additions they make, I am very skeptical that this team will go anywhere. It's infuriating, but here we are. They are.
No, it's crazy.
I also read something today that the Yankees lead the MLB in total WAR, right?
Yeah.
So they're leading on the spreadsheets, but in real life, they are not leading in wins. They have 60 wins. They're 60 and 54. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that the Yankees front office will see this at the end of the year and just be like, oh, see, like the process is working. We're just not getting the right results. And they're going to chalk up this year's horrible performance and epic demise, honestly, since June 1st, to just poor luck, variance, and injuries. And they're just going to run it all back. And that absolutely frightens me.
Well, it doesn't help that they're like leading and hitting more too. And like 10 of that WAR is Aaron Judge. So it's not really it's a little bit skewed in that regard. I mean, I'm pretty sure they still also lead in like run differential and OPS as well, which is you should 2 large metrics that should translate to wins that are not translating to win. It seems like that every single time, like they can't do anything collectively right. They lost the game 2-0 yesterday and got 2 hits. The day before they scored 12 runs, they give up 13 runs. Why can't we have some sort of happy median and do a couple different things right at each time?
I mean, look, even if you take away Aaron Judge, right?
It's still a lot.
They're still top 8 in WAR, right?
No, of course.
And then you could say that for any team, right? Take away the best player, like how good are they? Like they have Ryan, they have a very talented roster. It's the deepest roster they've had in quite a long time. Yes, they've had some significant pitching injuries. The bullpen has been absolutely dog shit, but the one problems remain the same over the past few years, and nothing changes. Their fundamentals are worse than the little league team. Their baseball IQ is like elementary level. They have no situational awareness, and they're run by 2 circus clowns and Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone. But the thing is, they will see this and be like, oh, it's just variance, tough luck, injuries. Like, we just right process, wrong results. That's what they're going to say at the end of the year. And they're going to run it all back again with the same people at the helm, and we're going to watch the same song and dance next season.
I got a question actually for you, Casey. Someone asked in our Discord today too, just to me, and I responded. But I'm curious your thoughts. And if it was guaranteed that Boone and Cashman would be gone after this season, would you sacrifice them not making the playoffs for that to be the case?
Look, I hate this conversation on Twitter because people are like, oh, you're not a real fan if you root against them to lose. Guess what, buddy? I'm a real fan. I'm not a schmuck like you are, okay? The only way for this team to actually make changes is for them to just fall on their face completely, miss the playoffs, so Hal Steinbrenner and the Yankees don't collect extra playoff revenue because that's the only thing they care about. And that's the only way you're going to see changes. If they don't make changes, nothing will ever change on the field, right? You're still going to see poor fundamentals, errors every single day, the same mistakes that you've seen game in and game out. I mean, you would have thought that getting embarrassed during Game 5 of the World Series would change things. Nope. Here we are. And look, I don't really care if the Yankees make the playoffs to play in a wild card game on the road to get absolutely annihilated by the Red Sox, Mariners, or Rangers. I don't give a shit about that, right? We want championships. We don't want a wild card appearance. We're not the Indianapolis Colts putting up a banner that says AFC finalist. Like, miss me with that nonsense. Be real for a second, right? Be real. I don't care about a one-game wild card loss to hang a banner for that. Like, if that's what you care about, go pound your head in sand. I don't care. At this point, I just
take it.
at this point, I would be amused to see a just epic collapse. Right?
I mean, they're
good.
Boone's had like fireable grounds at multiple times over the last 6 seasons, but I mean, even just last night, Dominguez has to make that catch, but putting Devin Williams in another high leverage situation directly after him blowing another opportunity the day before is just the usage doesn't make any sense.
Look, yes, he should have made the catch, but look, it was a very hard hit ball that went over your head. He didn't have a great jump. He's also 22 years old, learning the new position. He sucks at fielding. There's no other way to put it. But you can't go ahead and walk the next two batters.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
It was also you end up losing a battle to Rowdy Tellez, who has bounced around the league the last couple of years, and nothing against Rowdy, but if you're a $32 million closer, you should be able to get Rowdy Tellez out when it matters.
Rowdy Tellez seemingly packs on pounds every single at bat. Like, he just looks bigger and bigger by the day. That guy's an absolute hoss. He is a big fellow. I would like to share a meal with him. See what that's like. But what really actually infuriated me is after the game, Aaron Boone said he didn't want to go to Mark Leiter Jr. because he hasn't pitched in like.
Oh yeah, I don't even know.
This is the same jackass that went to Nestor Cortez, who didn't pitch in 6 weeks in Game 1 of the World Series instead of Tim Hill, and let up a walk-off grand slam to Freddie Freeman. Like, this is the idiocy we're dealing with. We're dealing with an absolute schmuck.
The math doesn't math a lot with Boone, and it's really something. It's really something to see firsthand.
No, it's sad. Yeah, he should have been fired, honestly, when they lost to the Red Sox in that wild card game in 2021. That was the perfect time to do it, and they've just clutched their pearls ever since, and here we are.
It's like the analytics only matter when he feels like they matter, and then some other situations he goes off his own feel or how the guys are feeling, and seemingly every single time it's the wrong decision that's being made from an outsider looking in. It's not he doesn't go off feel all the time and doesn't go off analytics all the time, and each way it seems to never work out when he switches it up.
I forgot who it was. Someone had a great tweet here. Let me pull it up. Jimmy Traina, who's an excellent Twitter follow, works for a writer and podcaster for Sports Illustrated, I believe. Diehard Yankee fan. He said that it's amazing to me that Yankee fans are trying to figure out why Boone left Williams in. Do you not know by now every single decision is based on analytics, computers, and the useless data department? Boone just follows the printouts. There's no such thing as using feel with him. He's 100% right.
But even in that situation, what could the analytics have been telling you?
I don't know. But whatever models they're doing, whatever data they're using is clearly wrong, and there's an error somewhere, and they seemingly can't get to the bottom of it. But it's
I just don't get there. I don't even know what they could be running to say that Williams should pitch in said situation comparatively to some of the other guys that they have, especially off a day where he already pitched. It's not like he was on 3 days rest and yada, yada, yada. They were short on other guys or something like that. He had pretty much had the full bullpen at his disposal. He decided to go what? He went we do Duvall, Weaver, Williams, and then we're going to go to Bednar. Like, I don't know where it just doesn't – that part just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But
you know what? Hold on. This is pretty funny, actually. Also, I'm not sure if people have seen this, but this is actually very funny as well. While I'll pull this up. Let me pull this up. They act. This is so true. But David Bednar, who should have been slotted as the closer as soon as he came aboard, and the Yankees should have traded away Devin Williams, but that's another whole other story. Give me 1 second as I pull this up. So Rowdy Tellez is a lefty, huh? You know who David Bednar dominates?
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to know.
I mean, he's allowing. He's allowing a 178 batting average to lefties and a 455 OPS.
I mean, I just don't even know. I don't know. We just don't know what happened to Devin Williams and why he just can't pitch in New York. It's insane.
It's some guys aren't cut out to do it. Sonny Gray, Frankie Montas, seemingly he just might stink. But Joey Gallo.
I feel like starters are a little bit different though too. I mean, it's just it's not like I don't know. It just it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. There's nothing to suggest that he's going to turn it around. His xERA is up to 3.7 too. So it's not like there's underlying stuff that look better than it is. I mean, it's still bad. That's bad for a closer. So
he's not good. Like Pete Alonso broke him. Like I
think that's what happened.
That's the only explanation for it. Yeah, I don't know, but I can't really care about this team anymore. They need to make some substantial changes and not just chalk it up to poor luck, injuries, and variance. Like I probably know they will. That's my rant on them. Let's finish with just any NFL bets you're thinking about placing.
So I actually haven't dove into the markets yet. I'm hoping to have that for next week's show. What I did, but I just took one peek. I mentioned in the Discord today, and for my own sake, I have one NFL futures boost expiring, and there is an opportunity for. I told some of the users that we have that I would find a match for them if they want to use it. Obviously, this ties up money for the entirety of the NFL season, so a long time. But Arizona to make the playoffs, the Cardinals is -140 on DraftKings. And it is Arizona to not make the playoffs is -140 on DraftKings, and it is +140 on Caesars. So if you are looking for a match bet, you can boost that and you can lock in some profit right there. I'm actually a little bit interested on the yes side of this, I in general, but I'm going to potentially lock in some profit there. But for my own sake, I'm potentially interested in the Cardinals to make the playoffs on Caesars at +140. So that's my one look at the current moment.
Got it. So Cardinals +140 to make the playoffs. I am in agreement with you there. I like Arizona this year. I actually think they have a shot to win the division even.
They have a really talented roster. It's really going to come down to if Kyler Murray can kind of put it all together. He's been a weird one to navigate, I think, in his career so far. Got a big payday. He's been hurt. He's looked uber talented at times. And some games the Cardinals can't stop a nosebleed, and then other games they can't score points when they should have this sort of electric offense. So I think he's got the weapons around him now with Marvin Harrison Jr. And they have a little bit of a revamped team, and they're projected to do a little bit better than they have in the past couple of years. So we'll see.
Yes, that is true. The defense definitely stunk last year. But basically, this is year 3 of this kind of new regime.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to remember this team was basically torn to studs 2 seasons ago. They're having like fire sales.
Oh, yeah.
they definitely got more talent along the front seven this year. They've got Calais Campbell, who's obviously going to retire after this year. He's going home. They added Dalvin Tomlinson, Walter Nolan in the first round of the draft, Josh Sweat from the Super Bowl reigning champs Eagles, Akeem Davis Gaither at linebacker. They drafted Will Johnson, who fell right into their laps in the second round, I believe, from Michigan, who's an absolute stud if he could stay on the field. So I think the defense will get better. Jonathan Gannon, I think, is a good coach. He also is he's a modern coach, analytically friendly. If they could stay healthy, man, I think they can make the playoffs. The offense combined with the improvements on defense make for a playoff team, in my opinion. So Cardinals plus 140 to make the playoffs. Both myself and Ryan like that.
Yep.
All right. So we'll talk some futures next week, some awards markets. Anything else before we head out?
No, that's all for me. All good stuff today. Hopefully the Yankees, we have another save the season game today. It's me versus Casey today. He's got the Rangers, I got the Yankees, so we'll see. It was me versus my friend yesterday. I told him that I liked the Yankees yesterday, and he could not understand how I could not think that if Eovaldi would carve them up and they would score 0 runs, and he was very correct, and I was very incorrect there. So let's see if I can make it 2 days in a row there.
All right. Well, good luck with that. I will sadly have to tune into them at 2:35 Eastern time to watch them do whatever today brings. It's so sick, but I get some sort of joy when they have these just unfathomable gaffes like in games, whether they're
it's all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh about it. I've been doing it, and it's making me feel better, honestly. If you just kind of laugh about it.
I feel like I'm watching the Jets.
Yeah, I mean we're used to it there.
But all right, that's Ryan. I'm Casey. We'll chat next week, and let's go JJ Spawn.